Hey guys, JDOS here. Now this is me doing kind of a live comm straight on to the new Battle of Berlin, which has just been added in Enlisted yesterday as of recording. So this is just me looking at it. I obviously did a live reaction of the PPSH where I scrolled through it. So obviously there's a few things here which I've seen before. So first off, let's just start with both the this is basically the exact same as in Moscow, where basically you've got 3 squads immediately, of course, and one being the vehicle squad. But unlike in Moscow where you get a sniper squad, you also get an assault squad. And I think this is actually quite interesting because if I go onto upgrades, you can see that they've already got the assaulter upgrade straight off the bat with the more troops, and they've also got the squad increase upgrade right off the bat along with a lot more experience, which I think is kind of cool. I think the axes have the exact same. Anyways, I'm going to look at the campaign first and just see. So at the beginning you get snipers, which I don't like snipers, so that'll probably be nothing for me. Obviously engineers and new bolt action, and then you get the shotgun. This I generally do not know how it's going to be because that's basically a double-barreled shotgun, and I think there's been worse. Next we have pilots. Obviously this one's interesting actually because some of these will actually have like they have the Panzerfaust here. Like from my experience, the Russians or the Soviets did not actually nation-built weapon like for anti-tank, like the Piat for the British, or the bazooka, or the Panzerschreck. So they had to use salvaged. They had the PTRS and the PTRD, or whatever, and those AT rifles. But it wasn't like the Germans or other nations that used their own nation-built weapons. Obviously, like in radio operators give the semi-auto rifle, which is the SVT-40. So quite similar. Submachine gun, of course, the PPS-43, the upgrade to the which was the original upgrade for the PPSH. DP-27 for the gunner at level 9, which is a lot earlier than Normandy. Around the same time as Moscow, I believe. So another attack pilot. I don't really use them. So mortars at level 11. This one's interesting, I think. You get the T-34-85, but you also get a version of the T-34-85, the 85D here, which I don't know what's the difference between the pair. I had to Google this. But looks of things, the turrets are a lot more bulkier with the, you can see there's a big turret difference. Another sniper. Here's the first premium squad. This one, no. Again, it's going to be the exact same as the American Normandy ones, where it's not going to be worth it. This one's interesting. You get the PPSH with the box here, the AP mines, and you get the mouths, which I think is interesting again. And then you get the Trooper ones. You get the Assaulter ones 2s before the Trooper 2s, which I think is really strange because it's the other way around in Normandy. So, and then you also get the Mosin with the grenade launcher. I don't know why I don't really like the bolt action grenade launchers as much. I prefer I actually believe the M1 carbine with the grenade launcher is actually a pretty good weapon, even when you get much better weapons. Flame troopers are unlocked quite late in the Berlin, which I think is quite interesting. Get these assault troopers. These were the guys from these are the old premium squad. They got the PPT-40, which you actually unlock here as well. So it's not back in the day I would say this was good, but nowadays no. You get the DMP here, another one of these, another. Back before Berlin went into open, this was actually a very dominant infantry squad, but now I don't see it as too dominant. You can see the SU-75 and the engineers here. I think these are obviously good. Gunner's got the DT-29, which is Jesus Christ. I haven't actually looked at this up close. I'm just gonna Do this. That's actually a kind of interesting looking LMG. Really cool looking. Next you have the sniper, another sniper rifle, which I don't get. Another fighter, and then you get the PPSH. Overall, there's obviously the PPSHs are brilliant. Look at this. Just look at this. This is the kind of. This is just incredible. It's 1,000 rounds. 1,000 rounds a minute. It is one of the best. So probably one of the best submachine guns ever made. Cheap, it's so. It's such a cool submachine gun, and of course, it was brilliant in World at War. This is just a beautiful gun. I love it. The axes aren't in much such as easy. It's a bit stupid that you have to wait for the Kar 98K because you're using this. I'm guessing this was more like the Volkssturmgewehr, and you also get the Kar 98 Krieg model. Again, these three are basically the exact same. Are pretty much all the exact same rifle. So, yeah, if you see my bad weapons video, you'll see that I do not like it. I do not like it when there's a rifle which is pretty much identical. You also get the car scoped here, which is with the snipers. You get another double barrel. You get a triple barreled shotgun this time for the Germans, even though you only use two. Which is interesting. It says it's a triple barreled shotgun, but yeah, it's a double barreled option. BF 109. Again, another. I love that these are all, you can see if in other units, you've got really good, like grenadier divisions, and here you've got Volkssturm now, which kind of shows how bad the German military was and how strapped they were for manpower. Like they used stuff like the Volkssturmgewehr, and the for weapons they also used the which is here the MP 308, which is a stem gun. It's just a stem gun. Anyway, MP40 at level 8, which again, gonna get good. MG34 really early on. One of the best submachine guns of the war. Light machine guns of the war. Really good. Just a really good weapon. This 42 is better, but that is it's a really good LMG. Grantwerfer, or I call it the Bratwurst launcher. I call it the Bratwurst launcher because it's just so annoying to deal with the mortars. Panthers as well now are Panther Gs. Originally, I believe this was the original turn that the Axis got for this, but they instead now the Panzer IV-J, which is one of the weakest tanks in the game in my opinion, because you literally just have to shoot here and it's dead. So I don't know how to take out Panthers yet, so that'd be funny. Snipers 2 with the pre-war Kar 98K. That's just a downgrade. That seems like a downgrade. Engineers again. That's actually a Czech gun. Oh no, it's Polish. It looked Czech. Polish. It is Polish. Polish semi-automatic rifle. Yeah, pre-war Polish rifle which they captured from them. Interesting. Yeah, you can see here with the Germans they're just using. You can see with the Soviets they had like the PPSH. Here they have the MP35. Charles Becker grenade launcher, butchered that pronunciation in the Kar 98K. Again, flamethrowers level 17, really awkward. A version of the MP40 here with the Berlin division. Yeah, a few flank. MG42, obviously the most famous LMG of the for the Axis. Everyone knows what this is, and it's unlocked much earlier than it is in Moscow. Yeah, not Moscow, in I think in Moscow and Normandy. I don't even think it's in Moscow. It wasn't even invented by the time of Moscow. An ME410, that's interesting. Oh, here's the Volkssturmgewehr. Semi-automatic rifle, yeah, it says cheap and reliable. Yeah, this thing basically, if one thing went wrong with it, it was they just threw it. That's how bad it was. It's a semi-automatic, it's classed as an SMG, but this was actually just a rifle, and you can see how interesting this is, because this was a last-ditch weapon to arm the Volkssturm. 2-round kill. This is actually quite powerful. I mean, 2 rounds to kill at close ranges will probably be, and it's pretty good at long ranges. That could be an interesting one, honestly. You can sacrifice, but I still reckon most people will still use the MP40. I mean, the MP40, of course, is just the MP40, which is one of the most iconic submachine guns of the war, and this is just a semi-automatic. FG42, I reckon this is going to be used a lot more. This is going to be used a lot again. I hate the FG42 going up against it. It was so uncommon. Then you have, this is the Jag Panzer IV, or Panzer 470. This is the Jag Panzer IV. But yeah, this is the same thing with the Soviets. So they had the anti-tank gun built on their medium tank. Not the anti-tank gun, the tank destroyer of their medium tank. We haven't actually received the tank destroyer. This is actually an interesting one here. The Gunner 2 have this interesting one, which has, I believe, more ammo. Increases the weight and recoil of the weapon. So what I'm seeing here is it gives more ammo, but the thing's going to be much heavier, and you're going to have more recoil with it. So it's an interesting one, that one. That could be very interesting, because you can have 25 more bullets in the capacity, but more recoil. Then you also get Sniper Gewehr, obviously same one as and the final one is a Beretta, which is of course the Italian submachine gun. Beretta, this was Beretta was actually nationalised by the Germans when the Italians surrendered. So, and they just said, look, just keep pumping out these and we'll pay you. And you can see here, that's actually, I love this double trigger mechanism, because you fired, because one of them, I think it was the back one was semi-auto and the front one was full auto, but it was one of them was, that's why it fires, you can fire semi and full auto with this thing. It doesn't look like it does too much damage, but it's pretty good. A long range, it has a long pop off, but yeah, really powerful one. And of course the gold weapon order. I'm just gonna look at the gold weapon orders. I've already said about the last one was the gold weapon orders, but you've got this, which is the submachine gun in in Moscow for the Russians. This is actually already in the game, and you get, I can't actually show you this, but it's another T-445. And for the Axis, its one is the Panther G. And you also get the Gewehr 43, which is the same as the one in Normandy. And of course, both sides get bombers. At the moment, I don't actually think any of these squads are actually worth getting. Obviously, I don't agree with premium squads. But yeah, that's just my review on the current campaign for Berlin. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment, and I will see you all in the next video. Talk to you later.